Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to talk about the current unrest going on in LA, Los Angeles area, and FBI now is involved, LAPD is involved, National Guard is involved. As I'm talking to you right now, Donald Trump have additionally requested additional 2,000 National Reserve to quench the protest. Millions, tens of millions of dollars worth of properties have been destroyed. What's going on? Well, ICE arresting illegal immigrants in LA, and people are protesting about it, mostly Latinos. There's something that many dimensions where this protest is going. The local authorities in LA are fighting the federal government, including the governor, Newsom, who is also having word of challenge or exchange of colorful words with the President of the United States. Well, there is something that people are not talking about that I want to talk in this video. And I'm not against protest. As long as it's peaceful, as long as people hard-earned properties are not destroyed. You can protest, use your placard to, protest all you want. But there's something that I'm seeing this protest that I want some people to highlight me on. I've watched a little news channel, YouTubers that's covering this protest. They're not shining light in what I'm going to discuss right now. One, if you're in America illegally, you are breaking the law. Do I support how ICE have been going, the pattern they are using to do this arrest? Not 100%, but are they doing their job? Yeah, but not 100%. Sometimes it's a little too harsh. Okay, that aside, but why is it that these people protesting against ICE deporting illegal immigrants back to Mexico and other mostly Latin countries that are staying in America illegally, why are they waving Mexican flags? Yeah, I get the historic aspect of it that centuries ago California used to be part of Mexico. I get the connection, right? But California, Southern California, or the whole entire state of California is part of America. They are bound by American law from A to Z. So waving Mexican flag, I don't know where that really justifies what you are protesting about. You are waving Mexican flag because ICE is trying to deport people back to Mexico. So I'm not trying to be sarcastic here, but what's the connection? What? If you're protesting based on whatever reasons you think is justifiable for protesting, why waving the flag part? The flag part is where I'm confused. There are other things, but I just want to focus on the flag. And don't tell me, because Mexico, as I said earlier, Mexico is part of America. No, California is part of America at some point. But history is today. History we know today is California is part of America. It makes up one of the 50 states of America. And I feel like if things could have been handled differently when it comes to how these arrests are being made, I don't think this thing would be this bad. But here's the thing. I blame the local leaders in California for making this thing worse. I personally think they are even egging these protesters on to continue. Mostly the Democratic leadership, the mayor of the mayor of Los Angeles, the same mayor who was in Ghana when LA was on fire. I don't think, by the way, even the governor of California, by far, I think he's a horrible governor. I'm sorry to say it, because last time I went to West Coast, it's nothing like what I thought. I visualized the homelessness, the high crime rates, whether it's in San Francisco whether it's Los Angeles, San Diego. It is awful. The state is awful. The richest state in the country, but it's been run in a very bad way. So back to the protests. Now, one of the protest guy that was throwing stones as the FBI and the national authorities that were leaving the protest scene when the protest got worse have been identified. As I'm making this video now, his house is being raided because he was identified by the FBI, and now they are chasing him. So now, what is the way forward? What is the goal? What is the agenda? The protesters, are they protesting so that those people can stop being deported illegal immigrants, or is there more to it? Because one, at first, there's some people that sympathize with them during the beginning of the protest, when the protest started. There are actually people that were saying, oh, stand up for the, people that are trying to get their papers. There are people here, America, illegally, that are working hard to make money to straighten their papers. And quite understandably, but still, you are in America illegally. So if people decide to use law against you, they will win. So as in the beginning of this video, I never said I support 100% how ICE have been conducting their search. I have not really been supportive on how I'm not really in support of 100% how ICE have been conducting the raid, but I understand what they are doing. They are doing their job. The order comes from the federal government to fight illegal immigrants, and they are doing it. These people have wives, children, their own life to live. Some of them will not even do this job if they have a second choice, but they are doing it. So I want the protesters to see it from that angle too. If you want to hold people are responsible, hold the federal government and your politicians, local politicians, accountable. But the whole idea, because I'm seeing videos of cars being burned, people, anarchists, they take that opportunity to unleash mayhem in LA. So what can be done to control this problem? The National Guard is involved now. FBI has been involved since day one. LAPD is powerless at this point. And Donald Trump is still talking tough. Like he's still gonna go ahead and make sure this thing stops. But at what cost? While I'm talking about this, I want to also highlight the fact that the illegal immigrants, the ones that are being captured, they have family members that are actually doing everything they can to share them from ICE being capturing them. The ones that have been captured have been taken to ICE detention center. And I want to know from the viewers, from you guys, do you think ICE have been conducting this thing very well, or do you think that are they conducting it very well or not? Because me personally, I have seen there's some people, construction workers that are working in a construction site. They went and raid all of them, raid all these people, taking them to detention. And the problem I have is that some of this job these guys are doing, Americans are not going to do it. They are not going to. Some of this job these illegal immigrants are doing, Americans are not going to do it. Let's be realistic here. So, is there a way for, make it, a little bit respectful? I don't know. I'm not choosing sides in this battle. If you're illegally in America, you are breaking the law. By default, you are breaking the law. But given the situation that we are in America, how things is in America, you're already in America. Is there a way that can be done to make things a little bit respectful? You see a woman going to an immigration meeting they are going to immigration center to sort their papers out. These people work hard, make a living. They don't have no crime. It's not. I have zero tolerance for those ones that come here illegally and participating in illegal problems, raping women, stealing, doing all kind of stuff. But those ones that are trying to be good, why go to immigration center to arrest them? Like, people that are there don't have people. You go, right? So that's where I kind of have a little bit of soft spot for what is going on. But do I support the whole thing going around burning places, doing that? No, I don't support it. And going back to that flag thing, it doesn't make sense to me. If you're watching on this video and you want to add something to this, please highlight me, because I want to actually be aware. When I do this video, I do it in the best of my ability to share both sides. Sometimes ideologically share both sides. If it's a video that I have to tell you where I stand, I'll tell you where I stand. But in this case, I will not tell you that I stand on the protesters or the ICE people detaining, because I tell you, I don't support how they have done things 100%. Some of you will disagree with me, but I understand. It's not all the time that I will say something that will make you guys feel good. Have ICE been doing this in the right way? It feels like they are doing it based on the more illegal immigrants you catch, the more money you make, or something like that. I don't like the whole idea you go to immigration center where people are going to sort their papers out, or they have going to get straighten themselves, or you go there, that eventually you catch people there, you go there, arrest people. I'm not in support of it. And then also, I blame the LA authorities. It's like their statement from the governor to the local authorities in Los Angeles, starting from the mayor, they sound like they actually on the side of the protesters, while they should be neutral. All they will become talking about is they're supposed to be in the middle between the protesters and the federal government. As the local leaders they are, talk about ways to control this thing. But you watch them in the news or on X when they send their message, it sounds like more they are siding with the protesters, and then the government, the FBI, and then the national guards, and then the LAPD can go to hell. So that part is where I am confused, and I don't like it. So yeah, I pray things will calm down, and maybe Donald Trump will find it